Last night, Germany beat Scotland in the opening game of Euro 2024, and it was a game that was totally dominated by the Germans. Scotland just couldn't get any time on the ball, and Germany was so intelligent both in possession and in their press. It's safe to say that Scotland really struggled. They failed to register a shot on target, and they really didn't have a go in the game at all. It became very clear early on that Scotland were nowhere near Germany's level, and Germany's level was quite a good level. That's definitely the best performance in an opening match that I've ever seen. They were all over Scotland from start to finish, and there were several players who I thought had great games. First of all, Florian Wirtz. The Bayer Leverkusen wonder kid scored a great goal early on, and maybe Gunn could have done better with it, but you still have to give Wirtz credit for a goal from outside the box. And that goal really helped out my fantasy team, so I'm not complaining. Anyway, Wirtz had a great game last night. He was just so full of energy and so keen to get the ball and create something every time he got near it. But I was even more impressed with Jamal Musiala. For me, he was the man of the match. His dribbling is incredible, and he always seems to make the right decisions whenever he gets on the ball. The way he was able to dribble past 4 or 5 players and still stay on his feet was really something special. I genuinely think Musiala might be a contender for player of the tournament. If Germany go far, which I think they will after seeing this game, Jamal Musiala is going to be a big part of that. I also have to mention Kai Havertz, who scored a penalty and helped to set up Musiala's goal. I think he should have had a go himself there, but for the penalty, he was cool, calm and collected and slotted it down the middle. He had a decent performance, but I think the player who came on for him, Niklas Füllkrug, did even better. He scored an absolutely amazing top corner goal. The ball was bouncing and he was still able to hit it while it was in the air right into the top corner. That was a great finish, and he almost had another one, but it was ruled out for offside. He made a really good substitute impact, and to see Germany have that depth must be quite scary for the other teams in this group. I also thought Germany were very strong in the midfield. Kroos, Pascal Gross when he came on, and Ilkay Gundogan were just so dominant, and Scotland barely got any of the ball. The Scots just could not create anything because this midfield was just so good. You have to give them all credit for that. I also think Joshua Kimmich and Maximilian Mittelstadt were very good playing at fullback. They were both putting balls into the box, and they both did their jobs defensively. We also saw players like Emre Can come on and make an impact. If Germany weren't considered among the favourites before the tournament, they definitely should be now. They've got plenty of players who can score goals. Their midfield is full of intelligent players who always find the right pass, and their defence was pretty good too, even though they didn't have much work to do. As for Scotland, the game was kind of over by the time they conceded those first 2 goals. After conceding early, their game plan must have just gone out the window, and they did not look comfortable at all. They basically just sat back and allowed Germany to attack, which was not a good idea. They were put in a really difficult situation after conceding so early, and the red card and the penalty made it basically impossible for them to come back. It definitely was a red. It was a 2-footed tackle on the ankle that was just completely unnecessary. If he got him with 1 foot, he probably would have got the ball, but unfortunately, Porteous conceded a penalty and got himself sent off. At this point, it seemed very unlikely for Scotland to get a result. But you have to respect the Scotland fans for continuing to support their team. When Rudiger felt bad for them and gave them a free consolation goal, they celebrated like crazy and started singing "You're Not Singing Anymore" to the Germans. The Scottish fans really took over Munich last night, and it's a shame that their team didn't. But what a game this was for Germany. Germany last won a major tournament in 2014. That was when they beat Messi's Argentina in the final. In 2016, they got close, reaching the semi-finals and losing to France, but after that it all went downhill. In 2018 they went out in the World Cup group stage. In 2021 they lost to England in the last 16, that was when Joachim Low left, and then in 2022 under Hansi Flick they also went out in the group stages. They also struggled to win games under Nagelsmann in 2023, but now it looks like they're back to their best. That performance was amazing, and it wasn't just that Scotland were bad, Germany were just dominant. So how far will they go? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's it for this slightly shorter video. I'm going to be doing a lot of content on Euro 2024, so a subscription would be greatly appreciated. And with that all being said, thanks again for watching, and I will see you later. Also, you can click the videos on screen right now if you want to watch more. Subscribe.